What is up, my dudes, and the one girl who heard that I was going to be talking about gray beards, and deep down inside, her daddy issues gave her a little tingle. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Man, I just want to be with you. I don't want you to be alone. I'm here for you. So, today, we got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, I'm not quite sure what's trying to kill me more, the heat or the pollen. It's like 90-something degrees out. Not cool, bro. And my bike is pretty much yellow, so yeah, we need some rain and things need to cool down. And before all you dorks in like Texas and all that are like, whoa, I get 100 degrees and all this, yeah, I don't live down there. There's a reason I don't live down there, because I don't like heat. So whatever, here we are, this is what we're doing, we're gonna deal with it. So aside from that, one of the things that I was kind of complaining about with this helmet initially was this vent behind the GoPro camera. You cannot open it except from the inside. So you either have to pop the visor and like look like you're doing some weird ass stuff with your nose. I don't know, if you're Amber Heard, you're probably putting cocaine in there or something. Or you got to go up from down below. But like you've got that chin curtain there, so that makes that kind of hard as well. I found a way around this. I actually got a little bit of adhesive and I put a plastic tab on that little slider that opens and closes the vent. Now I can open mine with the tip of my tongue. What's up, ladies?
Hello, ladies.
So yeah, that's made life so much better, let me tell you. But now let's talk about what we're really here to talk about today, and that's Harley. And do they really need to start pivoting and trying to attract the youth? And I'll give you a kind of example. When I did the video, You Can't Kill Harley, like, you know, last week, I got a lot of comments, and a lot of the comments were like, well, Harley has to start like targeting the youth. They have to start reaching out to, you know, the younger crowd. They have to, you know, stop relying on just all the gray beards. They have to do this, they have to do that. And I see those comments a lot, and I see like that conversation a lot. And we all kind of make those jokes. I've definitely made many jokes at Harley's expense about them like kind of aging out. Like, they definitely have a very strong gray beard following. They definitely I don't know, a lot of their following seem to be the kind of people you would find down in God's waiting room. For those of you unaware of what God's waiting room is, it's what we call Florida. What's up, Florida? So yeah, I mean, they have that following, but do they really need that youth following? And I guess, let me rephrase that a little bit. Do you think that they truly don't have that youth following already? And I'll give you an example. So I follow a couple different Harley dealerships on like Facebook and stuff. I follow Boston Harley, I follow Seacoast Harley, I think I follow one other. So all these Harley dealerships all have one thing in common, and that's when someone buys a new bike, they post pictures on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, celebrating this person's, you know, forever loan to Harley. And, you know, when people go out and they do the Harley rider course, they also, these same Harley dealerships post pictures of all the people that just passed the Harley course. And one thing you will see with all these pictures is, you know, the people that tend to be buying the bikes are like, I want to say maybe like 40s and under. You definitely get some older ones. You get like 50 and above, and whatever. That's a good mix. But what you're not seeing is just this endless plethora of old guys that, you know, someone's holding their cane or their walker for a quick minute while they take a picture of their new trike. That's not what you're seeing. You're actually seeing a lot of younger people buying these bikes. You're seeing a lot of younger people taking the Harley MSF course. So here you might be saying, well, that's such a small example. That doesn't really, cover the broad aspect that is Harley sales. And you are correct. I'm not going to argue that at all. But then I argue back, go to like Instagram, go to Facebook, go, if you can figure out TikTok, go there. And if you have figured out TikTok, definitely like give me a call and help me. That's one thing I'll never understand, whatever. But go to these like different sites, and what you're gonna see is you're gonna see like people in their like 20s, their 30s, stuff like that, and they're gonna be like riding road glides and dynas, and they're gonna have the rear fenders chopped off, and they're gonna be doing a wheelie down like some California highway or something, or other random states. You're going to see a lot of these younger people on Harleys, and you don't see these people on old wings. You don't see them on a Suzuki Intruder or something like that. You see them on a Harley, and you see them on Harley baggers and stuff. So it's not even like they're just buying Sportsters and that's all they can afford. And I know that we love to lean into this stereotype. Again, I love making a joke at Harley's expense. it's just fun. But it's also like the whole oil thing. You bring a Harley to anyone, and I'd say like 9 out of 10 people are gonna be like, oh, they just leak oil and they're pieces of crap and all this stuff. This is kind of true. If you go back to the days when AMF owned Harley and they put out a far inferior product, stuff that would brand new get rolled out to the floor and have like a pan thrown under it to catch all the oil as it dripped out. That's not really the case anymore. I know that they sometimes have issues. Honestly, every bike has issues. But I mean, like my bike, prime example. I rode it down to Georgia and back in the summer, and I didn't have to add any oil ever at all. It was like straight down, straight back. And there was a lot of highway. There was a lot of doing like 90. No oil loss. So that is where it's a funny stereotype. It's just not accurate anymore. And I feel like the whole like Harley is just for graybeards and old men and stuff like that. Same thing. I don't feel like this is accurate anymore. There's just too many young people riding them. And then I guess, the question becomes, what do you consider young? What do you consider old? Because, I mean, that comes into it as well. For example, I am in my early 40s. I don't consider myself old. And, I don't know. I get out of bed just fine. I'm not taking blood pressure medication and all this crap. Like, I don't consider myself old. I feel like I'm still young, middle age, whatever. So where do I fall in that? Am I the old graybeard? Am I the younger generation? That's another thing that's not ever clearly defined when you're talking about Harleys only being for like old guys. And let's be honest, Harley is very aware of a lot of these stereotypes. They know what's going on. They know what's there. They deal with them head on. It's, they deal with the stereotypes because, it's par for the course. But I don't think it's as bad as people believe it to be. I don't think again, I love the stereotypes. I will always make fun of them. But when it comes down to the very honest truth of it, I think the younger generation is already into Harleys. They're already there. And a lot of them are probably ready to turn the corner and come to Harley. That also goes back to like, the you can't kill Harley video and all this crap. Where I was talking about how you can show up to like a Harley party at Harley dealership on any bike, and they're just not going to give a crap. They're going to welcome you right in, and they're going to hang with you, and they're going to, you know, drink with you, whatever. Have somebody who shouldn't be in a bikini wash your bike, stuff like that. It's still a good time. And I think with people, you know, when you get the younger kids who have like the crotch rockets and all that stuff, eventually they're going to want to trade their bike in. They're going to want to go to a cruiser. I know I did. I mean, I came up on a Ninja for the most part. And then when it came time for cruiser, I ended up at Harley. So if Harley is super welcoming to, you know, all those guys on the crotch rockets and stuff like that, those guys are going to remember that when it comes time to buy a cruiser. And do you think they're really going to go buy, like, you know, a Kawasaki Vulcan or something like that? They're going to come to Harley and they're going to buy a Harley. They're going to trade in, you know, whatever like Ninja, CBR 1000, Katana thing they've got, and they're going to buy a Harley. So I don't think Harley is really hard up for that younger generation, and not at the levels that we make fun of them for. But that's all I got for that. I mean, down below, what do you think? Do you think the younger generation is already on bikes, on Harleys, or do you think Harley needs to start reaching out to them and they're slowly going the way of the dinosaur? Now, this can be entrapping, because if you're on a Harley and you think it's only old guys, you've just told me that you are an old guy. So, you know, just think about that one. Keep that in mind. So yeah, that's about all I got for this video. Nothing too long, nothing too crazy. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dork you know who just loves leaning into those stereotypes and doesn't know what an actual fact is. He loves this stuff, trust me. See you all on the flip side.